Welcome back to a legit holiday. We'll get on key by the end of the holiday.
One day we'll do it. So we're still in South Carolina.
Yeah, we're in Columbia, South Carolina, and we're going to check out the Riverside Park at the golden hour.
So let's go check it out.
Yeah, get some golden showers.
In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
Welcome back to Legit Holidays. A part of our celebration is recognizing the people in our community and around the world that do amazing work. And today we are going to be talking about
Make-A-Wish, which is an organization that grants game-changing wishes to children with critical illnesses. They grant these life-changing wishes for children to go through because they're already going through so much. For a wish kid, just the act of making their wish come true can give them the courage to comply with their medical treatments. And parents might finally feel some optimism. They hope to grant the wish of every eligible child.
So make sure you guys check out the comments below where we'll have a link where you guys can donate directly and a link where you can check out how you can help make a Make-A-Wish child's dream come true in your local community. So let's get to the video.
So what do y'all think this is? This looks like it could possibly be an old church or a school or something. Yeah, this is definitely something interesting. Yeah.
And there's a bell at the top, so it's got to be either a church or a school.
So many signs. Here's some shots of the trail walk. A little bit of brightness in the corner.
So something interesting about this park is it seems to line up right next to the water facilities for the city of Columbia. Like right to our right over here is the water facilities behind the trees. So I think we're just gonna kind of walk trails around it. That's my guess. The maps weren't very descriptive as to what we were actually gonna be doing, so we're just gonna keep walking.
So there are some sitting areas along the lovely RiverWalk.
And they're nice and shaded. Like a lot of like shade over here. And they're just kind of overlooking the water treatment plant over here. But I'm not really sure how you teach your cat to fetch.
Yeah, there's a sign here that says what you can do on the RiverWalk. It's a little bit backlit, but it basically says read a book, sip a smoothie, teach your cat to fetch.
Like what? Anyways. Pretty sure cats do their own thing. So
You can teach a cat to fetch. It's possible. I don't know how you do it outside, though.
it's a lot of work. Hi.
Sola Station. So this area does have shopping, dining, supposedly, and some other stuff, because it is kind of downtowny. I mean, right across the street is the federal courthouse building, as well as they call it the mayor's complex, is actually the other way, too. So we are right in the heart of everything.
Also, there's a Publix over here that we almost went to, but we didn't. So
Very old looking.
very old.
Let's keep looking. Check out this art display. It's kind of interesting. It's right when you get on the trail. So we are definitely becoming experts on the outdoor equipment. And there's a little outdoor equipment gym here.
They all have little QR codes on each of the equipment to tell you how to do stuff.
Ooh, getting fancy, Las Vegas. You hear that? So
Stick on the door and measure Lena.
Irish canal workers are the ones who built this canal.
That's true. That's a good idea, actually. I was gonna.
Shut the bottom sticker. You know what?
So it says
Sticker.
this was completed originally in 1824.
Wow. Welcome to Columbia Canal Hydro Project, owned by the City of Columbia, operated by Lockhart Power Company. So that's why there's a power facility. Apparently they do hydropower here?
That's kind of cool. What do you know about hydropower?
A lot, if you check out the Hoover Dam video we did.
Alright, so we're crossing the canal. And there's where the water comes in. We'll probably get a better view of it once we cross over. But yeah, we're gonna keep on walking. So the hydroelectric plant was built in 1984. Interesting. And then there's where all the shopping and all of that's up there. And then down here is supposed to be like museums. And I'm not 100% sure what this building is, but it looks old. Probably the original water facility treatment place.
Probably.
As the sun sets here in Columbia. We're kind of here right at like golden hour, so kind of interesting looking. Not what I was expecting at this park. There's a better view of the water coming out of the hydroelectric plant. And Gary said these were industrial canals, and they use these canals to ship things, which makes sense because there's a lot of trains here. Okay, so facing the opposite side of this canal is the river, I'm assuming. But lots of green space, and as you can see, there's lots of people just kind of hanging out, picnicking, and just enjoying the nice Sunday evening. Because I will say the weather is absolutely gorgeous tonight, so.
Right next to the high power lines.
Yeah, that too.
I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. The trek goes on for a pretty long ways down there. Look at those power lines. They run like parallel right to the park. Check out this view on this river. So peaceful out here. It's a babbling brook.
So this park is really interesting. I think it's got a lot of nice spots to just kind of sit back and enjoy nature. So if you're looking for some place that's a little not like in the heart of the city, because it is, but it feels like you're out in the middle of nature, this is definitely a good park to check out. I also see like a lot of people out here just like hanging out in hammocks. They have like permanent hammocks that you can just kind of lay in on the riverbed. They've got Adirondack chairs that you can just kind of hang out in. They've got picnic tables. You can come read a book. Like the sign said, read a book, catch up with a friend, teach your cat to fetch. It's interesting. What do you think?
Another Disney nod.
I mean, they're everywhere in Southwest Florida, so
Y'all may taste fruity.
it's kind of fun.
So apparently the rocks out in the middle of the water are the Appalachian Mountain beginnings. So there what kind of starts the Appalachian Mountain. Check out that beautiful light. That's a pretty shot.
What? Yeah.
Of course, that pretty shot is right next to this major road. And then I believe those are train tracks right there between us, but you'll see the major road in the background. Pretty cool waterway.
This is considered the basement of the Appalachian Mountains. So this is the fall line between the North American and the African tectonic plates.
What? Does that mean we can experience an earthquake here?
Apparently. But these are some of the rocks that help form the Appalachian Mountains.
What?
Not that far from here.
Dun,
pretty.
dun, dun. Yeah, it's beautiful. You can hear the ducks and geese in the distance. Pretty cool.
I'm guessing those must be the little white flowers that we see.
Yeah, I think if they're on the water, I think they're closer to the water. So I bet you it's a little bit difficult to see from up here. Spider lilies. Alright, so we made it to mile marker 1. We're going to head back. But you should see how far. This is the river that runs along the walking path. And it keeps going and going. It's a little bit dark, but it keeps going and going. Like those slow people in front of us. It keeps going and going and going and going. So we're gonna head back, but this is how far we got, a mile in. So one of the cool things about the RiverFront Trail is the actual trail is really long. So if you're interested in running, biking, or even like rollerblading, whatever, it's got a decent amount of space here. I would imagine it at least goes a couple miles before you even hit anything important. One of the downfalls was we did want to go towards the city and actually see like the downtown area, which is part of this trail, but that right now is blocked off, so that's kind of disappointing. But hopefully in the winter months they'll open it back up so that people can walk down there. Another cool thing is the water feature is really nice. On both sides you have a nice canal on one, and then you have really kind of a nice little river on the other side. So really nice area and really cool to check out. So definitely come down and check out the RiverFront Park if you can. And we're going to continue on our trail and show you what we find. So do y'all think this is that endangered lily they're talking about on the sign? Not 100% sure. It says it grows in crevices. But you know, I'm not 100% sure if this is it or not. Let us know in the comments below. So this is the South Carolina Crime Victims Memorial. Pretty interesting. This is right at the beginning of the park, so you definitely want to catch it before you head inside. There's a lot of birds flying around here. Pretty populated area by birds. Of course, they do love the water. Check out all the water retention ponds. This is right next to the park. So this is what that old house down at the end probably was. Probably getting watched by security camera. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Columbia water. There's Nacy eating her sweet tarts, trying to raise her blood sugars. We'll talk about that in a second.
So one of the things I feel like we don't talk a lot about on this channel is just kind of like what the daily struggles are that we kind of deal with, and today was definitely one of them. We went for the walk at the park and it was a great walk, beautiful walk, loved it, but the downside to being me is my blood sugar drops. And when we started the walk, like, my blood sugar was great, I had no insulin on board, nothing like that, and we got about to our turnaround point and I got the notification that my blood sugar was starting to plummet. So we kind of had to book it back, which kind of actually saved me in a sense, because when you're kind of involving more muscle groups, it does tend, at least for me, to raise my blood sugar just a little bit. But by the time I got back to the car, I was 58, and I think I just downed about 7 packs of Smarties, just to kind of get me back to a normal operating range. But this is just kind of some of the things that we deal with and we kind of have to think about. Me personally, I gotta do a better job of carrying more stuff with me, but I don't think we were planning to walk quite this far or quite this long. So, and like I said, my blood sugar was perfectly normal when we headed out, so I wasn't really thinking that that was going to become an issue. So it's just kind of one of the flukes that happens in our daily lives. So if you're somebody who has type 1 diabetes or know somebody who does, then you probably understand. But if not, if you guys have questions, feel free to leave us a comment below. I'm always happy to kind of talk about it, share about it, and just kind of talk about what I do to kind of navigate that illness. So yeah.
And we're going to be talking about it more in the coming year, so we're going to try to share more of the personal side of our lives on camera too, so get ready for that.
Yeah, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. There is issues and struggles that we deal with, but that's everybody. Everybody has that. So this is just a little bit about what we deal with. So yeah. Great. So that was a fun walk.
Yeah, it was about 3 miles. It took us about an hour and a half to do. Definitely intensive walk, and we didn't walk all the way to the end, so if you're looking for a longer walk, you still had some ways to go if you really wanted to walk the whole trail.
Agreed. And there were a lot of people on bikes. There were a lot of people out here walking. It was actually a gorgeous night to be outside. So
100% agree. Really nice. It's nice and cool down by the water. It was only about 76 degrees. Great walking weather, and the rivers and stuff are beautiful to look at.
Agreed. So if you guys are in the Columbia area, I highly recommend this park as something to just kind of come check out. There's tons of stuff down by the river bend. There's places you can connect your hammock to. There's Adirondack chairs. There's picnic tables. I mean, you could just come out here and just spend a ton of time.
Yeah, and there's stuff just beyond the river bend as well.
Like what?
Like Pocahontas. So don't forget to like this video.
Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we will come get you guys tomorrow.
For another legit holiday special.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
Ain't that the truth, baby Ruth?
Bye.
Bye.
So thanks guys for coming and hanging out with us today for Legit Holiday. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode for you guys to enjoy. Make sure you guys check out the comments below so you guys can follow the links for all of the organizations that we're following this month. And we will see you guys back here tomorrow. So make sure you guys like the video.
Hit that subscribe button.
And ring the notification bell.
So you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come get you in the next